I just know he make a lot of money. I just know he got a girl at home who ain't gotta lift a finger or pay a dime, and she stay home all day. I just know it. I just know. Don't ask me how I know, but I know.
Yo, broke women scares me, bro. Because this is all they do all day. They don't look at a man for who he is. They look at a man, he could probably pay all my bills. I ain't gotta work hard in life. I could just sit around and eat and shit. Yeah, look at him. He gonna be a good provider. Fellas, man, keep away from these types of women, bro. Nothing is worse than a broke, unemployed woman. Nothing is worse than a bird like that, bro.
Mogą się, co się stało? Wymysły się artystyczne.
Focus on yourself. Don't tell nobody your plans. Don't open up for nobody. I don't give a fuck if this is your day one. Don't tell him shit.
This is actually the best time to propose to a woman. When you at your worst, when you down and out, propose to her and see if she gonna say yes. Because if she do say yes, you do know that she's gonna be by your side for better or worse. Because it's easy for a woman to say yes when you are doing good in life, fellas. It's easy for a woman to say yes when you on top of the world. But to know if that woman really with you for the right reasons, the best time to propose to her is when you down and out. You will learn a lot from doing that. And this man is going to be all right. Because this is something that men need to go through. You got to understand that when you're down, everybody going to be against you. But you going to get back up. But you got to use that as a form of fuel to motivate you to be the best version of yourself. This right here was definitely a teaching moment. Because a bunch of you dudes think that your girl or your wife really love y'all. But what y'all fail to understand, if y'all was down and out, would your girlfriend or your wife still feel the same way about you? That's very important, fellas.
I never told him this, but one day he found in my phone something about dating bigger guys, and he was like, "Were you Googling like what it's like to date bigger men?" Like, and I was mortified. No, not just, I was just like, "What? Like, what should I be aware of? Are there pros and cons?" Like, I had just never my type before, I guess, which I use that loosely, was like tall and skinny, you know. And so, but now, I don't know what I was doing with them tall and skinny men. Boys, yes, listen, everything I was worried about, honestly, it just became a thing in the past. And I always tell the story of one time.
She just liked to be
we were
picked
at
up,
church.
that's why.
That's how he did it. We were at church one time, and like I was on the intercessory team, and it was going long. And I'm like, "Oh, come on, in Jesus' name, let's wrap it up." I see him walking, and I'm like, "Oh, he's leaving. I'm not gonna get a chance to see him." And I just picture like, "Oh, it'll be just good to like to give him a hug or whatever." I walk out the sanctuary, and he comes and he gives me this big bear hug, and he swings me around with one arm. And literally in my mind, I'm like, "What the heck was I doing all these things in the past? What? I never been doing this."
Son, can't open your eyes. Can't you see? Huh?
This right here is very degrading and distasteful. Hurt people hurt people. Think about if the roles were reversed and a man was to be with a woman and say to her that she's not his type. His type is usually slim, beautiful women. And let's say she's overweight. It will ruin her self-esteem. But here's the thing, fellas. Whenever you meet a woman and you're not her type and she deals with you, she's going to subtly throw jabs at you and try her best to hurt you to build herself back up. Because here's the reality. She's used to tall, skinny dudes, right? So the only time a woman don't deal with a man that's her type is when the man that's her type hurt her. And then they go deal with a man that's not their type in order to heal. It's kind of how I always tell you dudes, a woman will get with a sucker, drain his energy, power up, and return back to the streets. Because she's saying, yo, my type is tall and skinny. So guess what? Whenever she get over her emotional damage that was caused to her from dealing with those types of men, don't be surprised if she return to those types of men. And that's why as a man, you can't save a bird, bro. Because the fact that she emphasized her type, like let's say if she met this man and she just embraced him, she wouldn't acknowledge the fact that her type is this type of dude, because this man will be her type. And to not emasculate him, you wouldn't tell him, well, my type is usually tall and skinny. And you know he's none of the above. But the reason why some women will say that is not to inform you, is more so to put you down a notch. Like, I'm doing you a favor. So the bottom line is, fellas, be careful and be wise. And this is why I always tell you dudes, man, self-improve. Because without this man knowing, she is slowly emasculating him. Sad.
All I said was you don't do shit in this house, and it's true.
I won't.
All right then.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, recording
I will. I know where the bags are.
to pack up.
You pack up. Help me.
Okay.
Go ahead, babe.
You can pack up and go.
Go ahead. Like, please leave me the fuck alone. Like, please. Leave me alone. Don't you have work?
All I did was open the door.
Don't you have work?
I handed her the trash bag and said she's unhappy, she could leave. And that was it. So all this
Yeah,
yelling
what-
about me getting close to you, hitting.
Yeah,
no,
because
no.
you're abusive. You're an abuser. And you're a woman beater,
All the
like your
reasons-
father.
All the
Yes.
reasons why to pack your stuff to leave.
Okay.
That's how you feel. If
Okay.
you're
I'm not leaving my kids. I'm not leaving my kids.
Okay.
All the reason for you to be a better fucking man.
On camera? Then shut the fuck up. Okay?
All the reason for you to be a better
You
man.
ain't gonna do
All
shit.
the reasons for
Shut
you to
the
be a
fuck
better
up.
man. I'm
Or
not.
Go work on your business.
That's what the fuck I've been doing,
Good.
nigga. That's why you mad. Cause you ain't got no motherfucking business. That's why you're mad. Cause you want to be just like me. That's why you're mad. Fucking hater.
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
This right here is sick. She's in this man's house and calling him a hater because in her mind she thinks he's jealous of her business. Fellas, this is why you don't share sensitive things with women, because they will use it against you as a weapon whenever they are angry with you. Like what she said about his father, that's something that he obviously probably shared with her because he thought she was someone that he could open up to. But as a man, this is why you don't open up to women, bro. That's one thing you never do as a man. And fellas, women like this are extremely dangerous, bro. He was very calm and cool, but in her mind, you're abusive. Women like this will cause you to self-destruct. You could tell just by her energy that she's used to toxic relationships. And this is why as a man you can't save those types of women, because it's an energy that's within them. If things are going fine, they will create drama because they thrive in toxicity. So as a man, be wise and know when to walk away. Once you see a woman start acting like this, bro, and start accusing you of certain things, it's time to get that woman out your house. Fellas, be wise out here. Before you guys leave, let me just say thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the SDC fam. And if you guys appreciated the content, go ahead and show some love right now and like and subscribe. Do so for your boy right now. Go ahead.
If you have to ask your husband to buy something, that's financial abuse, and that's not okay. And I still hear so many, especially Christians, like, oh, but you should always, I'm like, this is like crazy. You're not a child, you're an adult. So if you're in a consensual relationship, like, hello, you shouldn't have to ask to buy things. That drives me absolutely nutty. But I found out, like, the more and more I've worked with tens of thousands of women, that they
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.